things right. I found a scan tool that is really something, and it's because of what it does and what it costs. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that I'm often using my fancy Autel. It's a phenomenal scan tool. It's the Autel Maxi 6 Ultra. It's a phenomenal scan tool. Got one drawback. Costs $5,000. Now, as a professional mechanic, I gotta spend that kind of money. That's just the way that it goes if you're a pro, right? But it turns out that this OTOFIX here can do a lot of what that can do, and it's only $399. Big difference from $5 grand. Now, as we turn it on here, you're going to see something. OTOFIX, it turns out, is owned by Autel. It's the screen of the OTOFIX. Notice. Here's the screen of my fancy Autel Maxi 6. Notice. A lot of the things are the same. Of course, this doesn't do the electric new vehicles and the high voltage battery tests. It's not made for that. It's made for regular cars. And truthfully, if you're going to work on an electric car or a hybrid electric car with a gasoline engine and a hybrid motor, you're going to need that fancy one. You're going to need a lot of equipment and a lot of knowledge, and you might electrocute yourself. Now, under the hood of most cars, you got a 12-volt battery. You can stick your fingers on it. It's not going to hurt you. It's only 12 volts. The only way you can hurt it with 12 volts is if you're dumb enough to wear a ring, and you get the ring stuck on a wire to ground. It'll heat up and melt your finger. It won't feel too good, but normally you're not going to hurt yourself in a 12-volt system. So as you can see, here's the OTOFIX. Here's my fancy $5,000 one, and just to show you which model it is, it's the OTOFIX D1 Lite. Like you say, it's like $399 on Amazon. So let's put it through its paces on this Toyota. Show you what this $399 scan tool can do, and you're going to be amazed. Like most modern scan tools, it comes with a little dongle that interfaces with the car. You just plug it in the data port. Shows you it's working. And we want to do diagnostics. We just push diagnostics. Look. It's already detected the vehicle. Touch anything. It's already reading the stuff by itself. It already read the VIN. I didn't have to do anything except watch it. Now it's communicating. Vehicle profile, make sure it's right. Tacoma, North America, 2022. The V6 engine, radar, cruise, smart key, and VIN. We'll do a diagnosis. Now, of course, any scanner can scan, but this does all the Toyota modules. It does the full scan of all the Toyota systems. As you can see, it's going through a whole bunch of different systems. It's on 26 now. All the things it can do bidirectionally, can test out engine, transmission, ABS, airbag, combination meter, tire pressure monitoring, and on. And on and on. If we're in ABS, it had no trouble because we can live data. We can also do active tests. Like I said, you can control things and then see if they actually work. And look at all the things it can test in the ABS system. You can test the solenoids. You can test each one. You can hold them. You can release them. We got an ABS right rear solenoid that'll activate the solenoid. We'll do all the data. We'll do the right rear solenoid. We'll turn it on. It executed, it's on. Now this one works perfectly fine, but let's say you think you got a problem with it. All you gotta do is jack the rear tire up, put it on hold. If you can't turn it, it's working, and then you can just push the button again, it's on. Push again, now it's off. If it holds when it's on and releases when it's off, you know that's working. So let's say you got a problem with it. These Toyotas are pretty good if they do have a problem. They rarely do, but if they do have a problem, you execute it and say you turn it on, and the thing is on. You can't turn the wheel, but then you put it off and it says it's off and you still can't turn the wheel, then it's having a problem releasing, and it would need a new solenoid because the solenoid is not releasing. This machine does this for all kinds of things, and as we'll see here, it also has special functions. You can reset the memory. You can bleed the air out, and that is a big deal if you're working on the system. It gives you all the directions of how to bleed them out. If you're dumb, make sure the fluid's full. It gives you step-by-step instructions of how to bleed the system out. You change a part with these modern cars, the traction control and anti-lock brakes. Getting the air out of the system can be near impossible. But with a unit like this, it makes the job easy to do as long as you follow directions step by step. They're very precise. You got to do exactly what it says, but if you do exactly what it says, you will get the air out of the system. All the systems you can do controls on: the engine, transmission, ABS, airbag, combination meter, tire pressure monitor, main body, driver door, passenger door, sliding roof, air conditioner, blind spot monitor, and more. Navigation, starting, remote engine starter, blind spot, power source, smart key, intuitive parking, telematics, master switch, central gateway, accessory gate, collision. If you get in a wreck, see if anything's been fixed correctly after the wreck. Radar cruise, four-wheel drive system. Check that out. Gives you the codes. Doesn't have any, of course. Live data and special functions. The engine system, the ECM, for all the electronic controls. I mean, it's just crazy. Especially the dynamic force system that Toyota has, which is very complex. Let's say you want to activate the vacuum pump. It's off. We turn it on. We can see the pressure, right? It's showing how fast it's spinning. We'll turn it off. As you can see, it's off now. There's the pressure, and watch what happens when we turn it on. Changing the pressure because it's a vacuum pump. Now, of course, usually when you turn a pump on, the pressure goes up, but this is a vacuum pump. When you turn on a vacuum pump, the pressure will go down. And the fact that when it's off, the pressure's higher. When we turn it on, now it's on, the pressure goes down, showing it's working. And as you can see, connecting itself again because I dropped it. I tell you the problem, it's kind of small, and I touched the buttons. There we go. Look at all the stuff you can do. Activate circuit relay, control the fuel pump duty. You can control the throttle system, cut fuel to the cylinders, check cylinder compression. Here we go again. Shows you the RPM, and in this case you compare the RPM of the 6 different cylinders, and they're all pretty close. You can be a few percentages off, but in this case it would go between 196 and 198 for all the cylinders, and that's really close, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. Other ones, you can get a graphic ones. You'll see the graphs, they peak, and then if you find out that one of them doesn't peak, goes down, you know that cylinder's got a compression problem. Well, this is a pretty new vehicle. It's got 15,000 miles. We know the compression's good, but this shows it so you can understand without having to take anything apart, getting the gauge, hooking it up to the engine. And this is a modern V6 Toyota engine. It has a dual fuel system. It has port injectors on the intake. The intake's in, but it also has direct injection directly into the block. You have to turn the fuel system off to do a conventional compression test. And even if you have a meter, I've got some really fancy equipment, oscilloscopes, and they'll do a compression test too. But you got to turn those systems off. It's a bear turning them off on this. This machine turns it off itself, so you don't have to deal with that crap. Maybe you think you have a problem with the electronic throttle. Let's go to that. It's the accelerator position. Now we're doing the test. As you can see, it's stopped. Now we'll floor it. 100%. Shows that it's working. The sensor's voltage, you take your foot off. They drop down like they're supposed to. Simple test. Look, you don't have to take everything apart. This will test. There we got a little bit less than half. Push it a little bit more. It shows it's working fine. And all this is done inside the comfort of the vehicle. Hey, it's cold outside today. I'm staying nice and warm inside here doing tests. And of course, that's not all. Check out all these hot functions you can do. You can reset your oil level. You can work on the electronic parking system. Check out your tire pressure monitoring. You can set the battery. If you've got one of those batteries you got to reset when you replace them. Bleed the brake, I already showed that. You can set immobilizer keys. Yeah, instead of spending a fortune if you lose your key and need a new key with a mechanic or a locksmith, you can just buy it. You can use this machine to code this so a new one will work with your car. Hey, maybe you can start a business on the side. I don't know. Auto learners, you got adjustable headlights. You can mess with that. You can do transmission adaptation if you have tranny work done. I mean, it goes on and on and on. You can do stuff with the AC system, airbag system, reset the airbags. You can see if anybody's ripped you off. There's the odometer. It's going to read the odometer. Look at this. The engine has 21,000 miles. The transmission and the telematics all have 21,000 kilometers on them. You can change it to miles. That's easy if you want. Here are the settings, units. We'll go to imperial units. Now it should show us what we want if you want miles. There it is. 13,063 miles. You can see if any of these things have been replaced. Say you're buying a used car. Maybe they're telling you it's got so many miles and it doesn't. Maybe you find the engine's got different mileage than the transmission. Or somebody's messed with the telematics or anything in the dash. This is a real handy device if you're buying a used car. Or if you're like me and you're checking them out for people to see if they got an honest deal going, this will show you whether it's honest or not. Hey, now sure, this little OTOFIX isn't the same as my Hotel Maxi, sis. It doesn't have a 4-channel lab scope. It doesn't work on fully electric cars and do all the things that this can do. But hey, for 399 bucks on Amazon, hey, this OTOFIX D1 Lite does quite a bit. If you're really serious about working on your car, you might want to check this out. Hey, I agree. The other one, $5,000 is a lot of money, right? Well, $399 is a lot less. Same company's got a lot of the same software. They have updates at the same time. I noticed one updates, the other updates. So I found an interesting thing for people who are serious about working on cars. And I mean serious. This isn't a toy. It's smaller. Yeah, it's easier to hold. It's easier to drop too. But putting this thing out at that price kind of amazed me. Every year they seem to make better tools that do more for a lower price, as long as you got a company that is real. Now, like I say, Autel owns OTOFIX. They sell things under different names. But to me, it works pretty much the same for a lot of the stuff that you're going to use. Doesn't do everything the other one does. Like I said, it doesn't have a lab scope on it, oscilloscope. Maybe you don't want to mess with it. Maybe you have no intention of ever working on an electric car or ever buying one. You won't need anything better than this then, because you're not going to be messing around with the electric cars. This does all the 95 up OBD2. Of course, it does generic OBD2, but who cares about generic OBD2? This does enhanced for a whole bunch of different manufacturers. So, hey, quite a deal if you ask me. Nobody's paying me to say this. I'm just trying out stuff. And in that vein, if you got something you want me to try out, hey, mail it to me. Just Gmail, ScottyKilmer@gmail.com. Send me stuff. I'll try it out honestly. No strings attached. Just realize, if it's crappy, I may say how crappy it is on camera too. This one isn't crappy. I've got a lot of crappy ones. Maybe the next video I make, I'll show you some of the crappers. But hey, the crappers don't help you out, other than they keep you from buying something that's no good. This is quite good. Hey, you want to seriously learn a bunch about your cars? $399. I really can't say there's anything better than this.